So I was looking through YouTube to see about a video to talk about, and I was looking through Jordan Lee Peterson, and I came upon this video. Caller thinks she's better than the pedophile. Focus on yourself. Listen to a little bit, and I'm like, whoa. Jordan, or Jesse Lee Peterson, uh, is defending the pedophile because it's a man and the caller is a woman. Let's listen to this.
I left the church,
Are you
but
a
I do believe in
Christian?
Jesus. Oh God, yes, because I believe in Jesus.
Are you a Christian?
Yes, well, I don't know how you want me to answer that.
Let me go to Tiffany, our first time caller out of North Carolina. Let's see here. Tiffany, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hey, Jesse.
Hey, Tiffany, how are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
All is well.
That's good. So yeah, I did have a question. And it's regarding, forgiving your mother and, going back to the father.
Yes.
And I've been listening to you for a few years now, like kind of on and off, because of my husband. And my father, he's a pedophile. He's dead now, but he was a pedophile, and he continued to do things. And my thing is this, I don't have a good relationship with my mom, and she has, this track of marrying pedophiles, So, yeah.
He laughs at that. He's laughing at her telling him about some of her trauma, and he thinks that's funny because he has no respect or value for women because they are women.
Yeah. So I'm kind of at the point, right, where, what should I do at this point? If my mom doesn't recognize, the things that, the situations that she got us in marrying these kinds of men, and so she takes no accountability. How should I move forward then?
How old are you now?
I'm 34.
You should, at any age, really. I asked her how old because it sounds like you're still dealing with her, but you should forgive her. Don't hold anything against her or the pedophile person, and then forgive them and go live your life.
Wow, okay. So he told her dad abused her, and he's like, oh, forgive him and live your life. Because, oh, what he did to you means nothing whatsoever because he's a man.
It doesn't mean that you got to hang out with her. You don't have to go there for holidays, but do not resent her because resentment will keep you in the prison of your imagination and you will suffer in hell.
No, that's stupid. Being angry at a person for them allowing other people to abuse you does not keep you in any kind of prison whatsoever. You don't have to forgive people. You don't have to be nice to people. Anything whatsoever. This idea that being angry at people is toxic to you is BS. Because you can have boundaries. You can have feelings about what people did to you.
And I get that. And all of my aunts, all of my uncles are pedophiles too. Everyone pretty much, and they've all covered up for them. So yeah, up until this point, I pretty much exposed everybody, and now I'm shunned. I'm shunned for exposing pedophiles, and I guess that's the problem I'm having moving forward.
Well, you should have a problem with that because you had no right to do that.
Really?
Wow. She had no right to expose people that were pedophiles and abusing children. It shows how much he truly cares about other people, or the kind of empathy he has. And this is all because it was men who were doing it. Because it was men, they had the right whatsoever to do whatever they want to women, because to Jesse Lee Peterson, women are nothing.
No, you're getting what you deserve
Why?
because you're not God. God doesn't expose people like that.
Wow, you're getting what you deserve because you're not God. What a way to think. People who are hurt and abused, even as kids, deserve what they get because they're not God. How does that make any sense whatsoever? This shows the insanity that is Jesse Lee Peterson.
And you
Okay.
had no right to do that. You do have a right to forgive. There's never, ever, ever, ever a reason to be angry. There's
So we
never.
shouldn't expose.
Well, the only right that she has is to forgive these men for harming her. She does not have the right to expose them for what they are. This is the mindset of right-wing Christians.
To the
Uh,
police or anything like that.
if it happened to you, as I guess at some point, but you
Yeah.
should not be trying to expose other people because you have
Mhm.
enough of your own issues that you need to be dealing
Yeah.
with, and you are no better than the people that you're trying to expose.
Wow. So to Jesse Lee Peterson, exposing people that are harming children makes you just as bad as people harming children if you have trauma that you need to deal with. How does that make any sense whatsoever?
That
And
is
all
true, but
and
don't we
all
have
you're
to
doing is
save?
getting an ego feeling from it. Oh, I feel good. I'm
Uh-huh.
exposing someone. That's just ego. That's
Yeah.
evil.
Why?
Wow, exposing pedophiles is evil according to Jesse Lee Peterson. And this tells you the kind of stuff that he gets into. I mean, besides the fact that he is actually gay and loves to bang dudes and has been outed about that. That's probably why he's so mad about people exposing other people because he himself was exposed as being a gay man.
Well, I don't think it was feeding my ego. If anything, I felt kind of liberated that I'm letting people know because these people are continuing to do things.
But it
Oh
has
wow.
nothing to do with you. And
Okay.
that on them, they have to deal with those issues. They have to overcome the anger that causing.
For Jesse Lee Peterson, if you listen to enough, everything for him, everything is all about anger because he himself is angry about everything. So when somebody calls in, it's like, oh, you shouldn't do that because you're angry about that, or you shouldn't say that because that makes you angry. No. Okay, well, she could be angry about what these people did, but also still be justified in exposing these people for what they did.
You causing them to do it, and the liberation that you feel is all ego, because in
Oh.
peace there is no feeling. Because if you never held anything against yourself or anyone else, you would never be enslaved to your imagination.
So she just imagined that these people abused her. It's not real. Well, what a gaslighter. It's surprising that this dude still has so many subscribers. And the fact that like women are calling into him asking this dude for advice. A dude that isn't married, has a kid out of wedlock, and is actually gay.
And so
Wow.
you're the problem. I'm sure it sounds like they have their
Because
issues.
I've held on to it for long, for so